Like you're like the good, clean, fun version of music hardcore podcast.
Welcome back to Hardcore Hotline, the melatonin-fueled nightmare of the hardcore scene. Today we have Matt Fox from the band Shai Hulud. A name?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, a name which you may remember from that giant worm movie starring Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, that's the one.
It is! It had that weird popcorn bucket and everything. Did you guys get a lot of new Google search hits when people started searching for that, or
A few people asked that, but I don't think we got anything.
no,
No one cared.
No, they didn't. They just wanted that popcorn bucket for completely innocent reasons. So,
I'm sure.
Matt, as usual, we checked out our ultimate source of factual information, which is Wikipedia. And the list of band members, oh, hi, other person.
Hey, that's the other Matt.
Other Matt. Oh.
Commonly known as Mad Matt.
Mad Matt, we just started, and we were just talking about the popcorn bucket from your movie. How are you guys today?
Oh, yes.
I'm great. I'm pretty good. How about you, Mad Matt?
I'm doing good. It's funny because I have not seen one of these popcorn buckets.
You didn't see the popcorn bucket?
Not in person yet, but I saw all the dirty memes, using them. So
perfect. Just wanted to check in with you before. So when you rudely interrupted us, I was talking to other Matt about Wikipedia, which is the source of information that we get for every band that we've ever talked to.
Sure.
And it had a very long list of band members. It was longer than the special effects credits in a Marvel movie. What is up with that?
What is up with that?
What
Fletcher?
is up with that?
Do you have any idea?
I tell people plenty of times. Yes, Shai Hulud has had many band members.
Mm-hmm.
The actual amount of band members that actually really contributed something and were like really in it for what I consider the right reasons would make up about a band and a half, maybe two bands.
Maybe two bands. Okay.
Yeah, there's also a lot of people listed on there that were never in the band.
There are people that filled in for like a show or a tour and somehow made it on there. So it's
and some people that never even filled in at all.
Oh, okay.
It just adds to the lore of Shai Hulud that it's a community band, that literally you can show up and you can be in Shai Hulud as well.
Everybody's in the band.
Everyone,
currently.
We're in the band right now.
Yes, you and your cats.
Just found that out. So what you're telling me is that over the years, you probably could have stopped being a band, but instead you've continued to be a band. Why would you do that?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. Sheer stupidity, punishment, torture, abuse.
Okay. Do those all sound right, other guy?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much, yeah.
It is kind of funny because the exact opposite of continuing to go on trudging through all kinds of stuff is there's the bands that they come in and out, and so every 5 to 10 years they play, maybe they even release like a record, and it's very interesting how many people who love those bands get really upset after they stop playing, and then 5-10 years later come out of the woodwork and every now and then and play stuff, and people get really, really mad about that. So apparently you can't, the only thing that you can do is be awesome and relevant and just for longevity's sake and just keep it going, or release one album and then just break up and never mention it ever again. It's the only way.
And then you become the biggest band ever.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That is how the hardcore scene works. If you're not playing shows where people want you to play them when they want them to play, you're terrible. And if you do, and it was not in the time frame, you're still terrible. So it's best to be in the mindset that you are terrible, and we stand by that. Marshall, we erroneously told our 11 followers that you had blocked us. Why haven't you done that yet?
I have never blocked anyone.
Okay.
I get some weird messages on the Shai Hulud Instagram page and on the Shai Hulud Facebook page.
Yeah, Facebook
but
page.
Nothing. Yeah, we even have a Facebook page.
Wow. Okay.
But nothing has ever been offensive enough that I felt the need to block anyone. So you definitely never got blocked. But maybe after this interview or whatever this is, you'll be blocked.
Oh, maybe that would track. That tracks. Yeah, that would probably.
We could be
happen.
the first.
We could be the first. We'll put it as an award on our wall somewhere.
Sure.
Back there. Finally blocked by Shai Hulud.
Finally.
And it doesn't really look like you guys play shows anymore.
Well, when's the last time? Well, Fletcher, we were a full-time band for a long time, and we were based in Poughkeepsie, New York.
It takes a toll.
Fletcher moved back to his home state of Oklahoma, where he is now, with a wife and kids.
Oh.
Very.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So, so Fletcher didn't tour for the past 10 years or so, but we kept going. But I would say, I don't know, a few years ago, it stopped. We stopped trying to be full-time and just do part-time.
Yeah.
So the last show that Shai Hulud played, I believe, was last year in January with our friends in God Forbid and Nora. So that was in New Jersey.
Oh.
But yeah, and then our next show will be Furnace Fest in October.
Yeah. You guys continue to play Furnace Fest, or as we call it, the receding hairline capital of hardcore festivals.
Hey, you're not talking about me.
Oh,
it's gray, but it's still
not
there.
We're talking about the other ones.
Well, mine's far from receding. Mine's just all gone. So
all gone. Yeah. So you're past that. But the hat helps. They keep asking you back, and you keep playing. Are you bored, or like what's going on there?
I'm very rarely bored.
Okay.
But I
love
Furnace Fest.
I think you're dying.
I might be. Well,
okay.
Since the moment I was born, I've been dying.
Oh,
you too. I'm sad to say.
Oh, emo.
But yeah, the Furnace Fest has been awesome since it started, which, if I'm not mistaken, was in 2000. Right?
Yeah.
2000?
Somewhere back there.
That's when we played it first, right?
Yeah, so we played the original four, and always had a blast. And a couple of years ago, or maybe 4 years ago now, I got a random email from Furnace Fest asking us if we would want to return, if they returned. And me, speaking for myself, I was really excited to go back to Furnace Fest. I love the venue. I really love the guys that run the fest. The fest is always a blast. There's tons of friends, good people. So yeah, that's why we keep returning. It has nothing to do with board.
Yeah. It's interesting because as this Furnace Fest is like the past few years, obviously it came back and it was, a fairly big deal, especially for people losing their hair. But this particular one, I guess, being announced as like a total finally one, probably until they do it in 5 years from now and piss everybody off. Yeah. But this one definitely I've seen like get like a lot of flack, especially from like younger people. And I have to say, I mean, we've played a lot of, of fests, especially during our most active times. And I fail to see much of the difference in any of the ones that we played, and I always had a good time at any of them. So, but every Furnace Fest that we did, I had a really good time. But then again, what do I know? Recently, in a group that I was, sometimes check out, I made some comment about something, and the guy who like runs the group, who's a pretty cool guy, but he even said like, well, yeah, your opinion sucks, but I wouldn't expect anything different from a guy that was in Shai Hulud. Like, he just called me out, like, yeah, it doesn't count, 'cause, yeah. So it's a group that knocks on Furnace Fest a lot, but I've played all kinds of different ones that were, and I was just kind of like, it seems like all of the bands play them too, so the other bands that are, for whatever reason, are hipper or more legitimate, so it's whatever.
Yeah. Furnace Fest does get a lot of flack for being full of weird nerds, so it's to be expected. And because it's the last one, who are you looking forward to seeing this year?
Sorry to cut in. The first thing that comes to mind is Snapcase is playing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're pretty high on my list. Snapcase is the first one that I could think of.
I don't have an answer for that, because I just found out that Snapcase is playing in this conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really know, honestly. I got the little flyer to pass out, but I really don't know.
You didn't read it? Yeah.
At least compared to like any other fest that I'm reading about.
Yeah.
So it's all a mishmash of bands I've heard of and would play it. So
yeah, it's a random assortment of bands playing on a random assortment of stages at different times.
Nice.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. And there are so many festivals. Some of them are doing really well, and some of them are not doing well.
True.
So it's hard to keep track of all of them.
Indeed.
Will you be doing anything different this year that you have in the past couple years, or is it like the exact same and you're hoping no one will notice?
We've definitely played that game before. Yeah. I think it's different. As you pointed out, we've had a few members. Our singer this year is a friend of ours named Geert, and he was on our second album called That Within Blood Ill Tempered. We've done reunions with him in the past, but it's been quite some time since he's appeared live with us. Okay. So he's coming with us on stage. He's flying in all the way from Spain.
Okay, wow, that's a long way.
And we'll be playing a lot of songs that we haven't played since he was in the band many years ago. So yeah, a little different, but there's also going to be some standards for the people that want them. So yeah, a little different, little same.
It is the lineup too for the album that he was on. Our drummer Tony, and then Eric Dellin, who was hanging out with us in the studio when we were putting that record together.
Yeah, he's now on guitar,
and it kind of is coincides with the 21st anniversary of the album. So we didn't quite get it.
We were late for the 20th.
Just tack on a year. It's fine.
21's fine.
It's fine. It's it's a good solid age. So you're the singer for this one, Geert. Your old singer the singer you had last year, he didn't wear a shirt. Will you guys then be taking up the mantle and going shirtless to keep up the shirtless?
I think in all, Fletcher, you probably remember this. I think in all of the years that Hulud's been around, we played a show, remember, in New Jersey, actually.
Shattered Realm.
If I remember correctly, lightning struck the building.
Yes.
And the AC went out.
Yes.
And we played in this small room, and it was so hot. That's the
147
only,
degrees.
yeah, it was the only time that I ever took my shirt off. And I think there's picture evidence of that.
Yes.
Thankfully, I haven't seen it in
Yeah.
20 years.
Yeah, let's hope we
But to
don't.
answer your
Yeah.
question directly, fuck no.
Okay. Okay.
I will say this though, back in the day, Geert would take his shirt off fairly often,
Okay.
Yeah,
and
so maybe he'll take it up.
and
Maybe,
judging,
yeah.
yeah, judging by all of his running pics that he posts a lot, Geert does look like he did back in 2000. So
Probably even better.
he probably could get away with it.
I think he's, I don't want to say
Mhm,
for
mhm.
sure, but I think he's probably the only one that could really get away with it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll have
Sure.
well, maybe I'll send him a message saying like, hey, they said you have to take your shirt off, and just
We've got a
Yeah.
request for a shirtless
Yeah.
singer.
Yeah, yeah. It's what people seem to start to know you guys as,
yeah,
other than, of course, the Kevin Bacon movie, is that you have a shirtless singer.
yeah,
So, a lot of people are looking for someone to keep that shirtless mantle going up. So we'll make sure to let the total weirdos of the Furnace Fest community know that they can possibly expect that.
Yeah, we're here to please.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of pleasing, though, there is that particular show where the entire band was shirtless for like one of the few times, probably the only time that ever happened.
Hmm.
And then not too long after that was a show. I'm pretty sure it was at that place in Glass House in California.
Oh,
It was with Shadow
okay.
Ball, but it was the pantless show.
Oh, that's right. The pants came
Oh,
off. Yeah,
Pants
okay.
came off, and somebody's pants. I think it was Fox's. Somebody's pants malfunctioned, and so the
probably mine.
rest of the band had to follow suit to get through the rest of the set. So there's been a pantless show and a shirtless show.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Well, maybe for Furnace Fest it's just a shirt. If that, let's try to keep the pants.
Yeah,
Let's try and keep that.
yeah.
So,
I make no promises.
okay. That's good. We'll make sure to send that warning along. So, speaking of shirts, Manatee, will you have any fun merch at Furnace Fest for those people to buy?
I hope so. Been working on a couple of designs.
Hmm.
Hopefully people like them and buy them. We'll see.
If they
But yeah,
say, yeah, if they say Furnace Fest on them, they probably will because they go nuts for anything that says Furnace Fest on it.
oh yeah, we should put Furnace Fest on there.
Yeah, it's a weird little cult they have going on there, and they like to go to shows, and when they see someone wearing a Furnace Fest shirt, they know that
Oh,
they could be little weirdo friends together.
so
I wouldn't have known that. I will
Yeah,
consider it.
yeah, you're
exact,
welcome.
the exact opposite of putting Shai Hulud across the shirt. Then we won't
Yeah,
tell any
yeah.
of them to do that.
Yeah. Well, if you go to a hardcore show and you see someone wearing a Shai Hulud shirt or a Terror shirt, you're like, "Oh, I'm at a hardcore show."
There we go.
You know. But it doesn't say, "I'm at a hardcore show and I can definitely make friends with that guy and he definitely won't crowd kill me for getting close to him."
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we can only hope.
We can only hope. Maybe someone will be crowd killed. Who knows?
You never know.
We'll find out at Furnace Fest this year. Just depends on what time you guys play. I mean, if it's early in the afternoon and people's aspirin is kicked in, maybe. Maybe. So, what else is going on with Shai Hulud this year?
Well, I would say we're very casually
Okay.
planning a couple other shows, perhaps. I don't want to confirm or deny anything, but there's been talk. There's also been talk of having Geert sing on a couple new songs, maybe.
Okay.
Nothing is confirmed,
Okay.
but it's been discussed. Would be fun if it happened. If it didn't, I doubt anyone would be too affected.
Yeah, no,
But
probably
yeah,
not.
that's what's casually, tentatively going on behind the scenes.
Okay.
We're getting together to play to practice these songs before the fest, and I think we're all to a certain degree like, well, let's see if we can pull that part off.
Yeah,
But
that's
yeah, I
happening.
think everybody has high hopes that that we could do something a little more than just the fest.
Yeah. Sounds very big things coming. Yeah. Yeah,
Can neither
definitely.
confirm nor deny.
Okay.
Talked about and possibly thought about doing something else.
Okay. All
It's
right.
true.
And Matt times two, is there anything that you're specifically working on outside of Shai Hulud?
Well, Fletcher plays in a couple bands, a few bands, I think, in Oklahoma.
Yeah, well, it's in Oklahoma, so I imagine there's not enough people, so he needs to go into a few different bands.
Yes. There's I've got a couple of my buddies from high school.
Okay. That sounds very midlife crisis, but that's fine.
Exactly. We learned how to play guitars and instruments, some of us.
Okay.
And we recorded some songs, sort of. And Eric Dellen is mixing them, hopefully.
Okay. Yeah.
I also
me.
go
ahead, Fletcher. Sorry.
Sorry, I was plugging all of them.
He's plugging all of them.
Yeah, no, and I also I play guitar in a band called Life Force, which is a straight edge band on New Age Records, which is actually a pretty fun little project.
Okay. I'm sure it's super fun.
It's super youthy.
Super youthy fun.
Yeah, I
what
found a
the
bunch
adults
of
need.
people that were younger than me to
Okay.
play.
That's important. Everybody's younger than me. And I play in a couple other bands. Actually, Fletcher, this guy, Mad Matt, and I started a side band.
Oh no!
Way back in like 1999 called Zombie Apocalypse.
Okay.
That band is still playing. I'm in it with the guy who's playing guitar for Hulud. That's Eric Dellen.
Mm-hmm.
He actually sings for Zombie Apocalypse. So we're working on a new record right now. And I also play in a melodic punk band with some friends from New Jersey, and we're called Born Tired.
Okay. So you guys are keeping busy and continuing to join bands. So that's
why not?
Okay.
That's what I do.
Why not? I mean, what else are you gonna do? And
True.
And as we wrap things up, is there anything else you'd like our gigantic fan base to know?
Don't believe what you read on Wikipedia.
Okay. We'll send that out. And that is all the time we have today. Thanks again to Matt Fox and the other Matt Fletcher. And they are from Shai Hulud and like 300 other bands. But you can listen to their music anywhere you stream music or maybe buy some of it online. You can also see them this year at Furnace Fest down in Alabama. And maybe possibly it's being talked about other shows that may happen at some point in time. Maybe. Or you can literally do none of those things. The choice is yours and yours alone.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time.